Top 10 affordable new models of 2016. 10. Moto Guzzi V9 Bobber and Roamer. At $8,990, the V7 two-stone is the most affordably priced model in the Moto Guzzi lineup, and winner of our HepCat TooCool Millennial Shootout. Producing only 41 horsepower and 40 pounds-to-foot of torque from its 744cc, the V7 II is somewhat underpowered. With the announcement of a new 850cc V-twin engine, the V9, powering two new models, Bobber and Roamer, we're expecting big things from the two new bikes. 9. Indian Scout 60. So impressed were we with the first Indian Scout we named it our 2015 Motorcycle of the Year. For 2016, Indian is following up the success of the Scout with the more affordably priced Scout 60. What's the difference between the two? For $2,300 less, $8,999 versus $11,299, the Scout 60 comes with one less gear, 5 versus 6, and 134 fewer cubic centimeters, 999cc versus 1133cc. It doesn't appear to us you're sacrificing much to save $2,000. Personally, I feel like 5 speeds is plenty for a cruiser, really. 8. KTM 690 Duke. It may just be a glorified thumper, but KTM 690 Duke is certainly the overachiever in this list. At $8,999, the new 2016 model retains the same MSRP of the old 690 Duke it's replacing. The 690 Duke has truly broken new ground in the area of smoothness in single-cylinder engines, making it a bike that is desirable for more than just its impressive cornering ability, editor Brassfield wrote in his 2016 KTM 690 Duke and 690 Duke Our First Ride review. 7. Triumph Street Twin. It's almost impossible for 2016 to be a bigger model year for Triumph than it already is. This year the Hinckley factory will launch 2 new speed triples, an expanded family of Explorers, 3 new engines powering 5 new Bonnevilles, and then there's the recent spy photos of another new Bonneville. The most affordable among all of these is the new Street Twin, an $8,700 Bonneville powered by a new liquid-cooled 900cc parallel twin. The OG British superbike, circa 1965, takes on an entirely new character in the new Street Twin, a modern classic set to inspire a new generation. 6. Yamaha XSR 900. The XSR 900 is the third iteration utilizing Yamaha's potent 847cc liquid-cooled Dock inline 3-cylinder. Both the FZ09 and FJ09 have won numerous shootouts here at Mo, and, since the mechanically alike XSR is largely a styling exercise, it should exhibit similar performance qualities and continue the triples winning tradition. Yamaha is releasing the pricing details February 16, but knowing the 2016 FZ09 retails for an incredibly affordable $8,190, we'd be surprised if the XSR's price strayed far from that figure. Even Vail seems to think this is a cool new bike. 5. Ducati Scrambler 62. $8,000 for an air-cooled 400cc motorcycle seems a little steep to us, but the Scrambler 62 is a Ducati and it's cool. So, maybe that's all it needs to demand its premium asking price. Its $7,995 MSRP got it to 5th place in this top 10, though, so the 62 remains a relatively affordable new model for 2016. But don't take our word for it. Here's a lovely video chock full of surfing, skating, motorcycling millennials having the time of their lives with the Scrambler 62. 4. Suzuki SV650. According to Suzuki, the new SV650 is returning to all the elements that made the original SV a cult classic, but with more of everything. The 645cc liquid-cooled V-twin has been updated with more than 60 new parts, boasting more low to mid-range horsepower and torque, as well as improved fuel economy and lower emissions. The SV's updated chassis incorporates more than 70 new parts and components, and when combined with the new steel truss frame, equals a weight reduction of 15 pounds over the previous model. 3. Honda CBR 500R. The 2016 Honda CBR 500R was aggressively restyled to more closely resemble its CBR 600RR and CBR 1000RR counterparts. In addition to its new styling, the CBR 500R also receives new LED headlights and taillights, a lighter muffler design for better mass centralization and an improved exhaust note, according to Honda. Other additions include an adjustable front brake lever, smoother gear change feel, a larger fuel tank with hinged cap, and preload adjustable front suspension. The 2016 Honda CBR 500R will be available in red, matte black metallic, and pearl white, starting in early 2016 with an MSRP of $6,499. 2. BMW G310R. BMW's forthcoming G310R will be the smallest displacement motorcycle in the OEM's model lineup since forever. With S1000R styling cues, and powered by a 313cc single with a slightly rearward canted cylinder and reverse-mounted cylinder head, the G310R is looking to make a splash in the small displacement category. But, as editor of All Things Tiny, Troy Cyan points out in his BMW G310R vs. the World article, the G310R is joining some already established models as well as a few more new ones that will most likely be joining the fun soon. BMW hasn't announced the G310R's pricing, but to be competitive against the likes of Honda's CB300F, $3,999, or KTM's 390 Duke, $4,999, it should be $5,000 or less. Honda's CB500F is $5,799. As soon as BMW releases the G310R's MSRP, we'll let you know. 1. CSC TT250. For a limited time, if you put a $1,000 deposit on CSC's new TT250, you can purchase the bike for $1,895, a brand new 250cc motorcycle for under $2,000. When the special event ends, the retail price for the TT250 will be $2,495, which remains an incredibly good deal by any new bike standards. We tested CSC's RX-3 Cyclone about a year ago and came away impressed with its performance and craftsmanship. The new TT model looks to match the RX-3 in those categories but in a package reminiscent of a Honda CRF 250L, $4,995.